What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Wisco Madman coming at you with another reaction video. If you guys haven't already, please be sure to smash the like button down below. Hit that sub and flip them notifications over to all. Good lord, I get bored sometimes. We checking out some Upchurch vlogs here. This one's from about 3 months ago or so. It says the world needs plus and then like a star emoji thing. So, I believe this is one of the ones that I was looking forward to getting into because this is when him and Kurt and whoever else, I don't know who all jumped in on this, but when they were doing the light bulb thing. And I've been curious about it for months. So, let's go ahead and jump up in it.
Listen to me. It's okay if you don't want to accept it. But something is fucking wrong with your fucking brain. Something is so wrong with your brain that you don't know something's wrong with your brain. There's too many people out here they are so blind. They think they see better than everyone else. And you're not even looking at nothing. Did you know that you choosing to be stupid as hell is the worst disease that you can have? The worst one. The things that I'm saying are so simple. Yet some of y'all sit here and you want to yell and cuss and fucking fight the person who is trying to help you. Because you are fighting yourself. You're sitting there looking in the mirror, punching yourself in the face like a big fucking dumbass. And you're asking, who the fuck just hit me? It's you, you stupid motherfucker. Listen, just because you're being a fucking idiot.
Wow, my mic was muted. My bad, guys. So, I was on an idea there. And rather than repeating the idea right away, I'm just going to say, apologize for the echo. I was having some audio issues and whatnot, so that I had one ear out and forgot to mute the mic. And then I muted the mic, forgot to unmute. So, anyway, back to the actual thing. Sorry for the tech stupidity. But yeah, dude, like, people just need to be a little more open-minded is what I was getting at. Like, I don't understand why people can't try to see somebody else's point of view. You know, I'm just as guilty as the next guy, listening to respond instead of listening to actually understand and intelligently respond instead of just trying to say what I want to say. You know, it's a lifelong process for me. I'm well aware that I struggle with that, but like I feel like, or I'd like to think that I'm really good at the open-mindedness. I'm even, no matter how opinionated I am, say pro-gun. Well, now I'm gonna get flagged on YouTube, but whatever. You get my point. I do try to understand the other side and actually understand what they're in fear of. Actually understand why they're this way or that way. And then I develop my opinion after that. In that case, like, lack of education, lack of having their own training, their own safety training, all that kind of stuff. Like, sometimes I might even hear another side and go, actually, kind of does make sense. Maybe that's something I do believe more in. But anyway, just an example. So, yeah, dude, like, church is already going off in the first minute and a half, like, people being so stupid and just not wanting to. Why? People always want to fucking fight, you know what I mean?
Idiot, and you have a disease. I'm not gonna say I hate you. I don't hate you. If I hated you, I wouldn't be trying to get through to you.
Right.
But what do you think is happening right now? What do you think is going on in the world? America is the dumbest fucking country on the planet. Why? Because America has the most fucking diseases. You have eyeballs. Look around at the rest of the world. Do you think all these other countries talk very good and you can understand what they're saying because they're stupid? No. You would only think that because you're so stupid that you don't know what stupid looks like. Look at all these countries around us. Look how beautiful they are. Look how beautiful their offices are. Look how respected their presidents and their leaders are. Nobody throws nothing at them and shit talks them, and they don't have trash everywhere. Fucking.
I'm trying to understand his point of view. At this point, it's not like church is stupid right now. I don't necessarily agree with what he's saying. And one of the responses I have, because of course this is a reaction and I give you guys my thoughts, is like a big reason, not all countries, but in a good chunk of countries, for instance, Russia's a perfect example. China's an even better one because Russia was kind of we debate on how authoritarian they are. China, there's no fucking doubt. Plain and simple. If you speak out against the CCP, there's a good chance you're either going to prison or they're going to fucking kill you. Best believe.
Living in a big fucking disease? What? You gonna say, oh yeah, we gonna make a joke about North Korea? Yeah, I used to be that person, but I'm not.
Okay, fair enough. See, this is where that open-minded and listening to what he's got to say.
Anymore. Because you know why? Because I'm not stupid anymore. I didn't choose to fucking have a disease. When's the last time you seen our military marching in a perfect formation and looking full of food and looking like they have good skin? Like North Korea. No. Y'all can't even protest right. You're too fucking stupid to talk to each other to learn how to protest. You don't need to protest. You think you do. Why? Because you're fucking stupid and you have a disease. Yes, I understand. I used to be a different person. I used to be wild and out of control. Until I realized doing whatever you want to do all the time and just saying whatever you want all the time leads you to being reckless and being blind and being dumb. And what's the outcome of that? The outcome of that is you dying a stupid motherfucker that's just only known for being a stupid motherfucker. It harms you, it harms everyone around you, and it harms your country. That's what it does. Congratulations.
I mean, I still like doing whatever the fuck I want to do, to be fair. But that might just be because, you know, as far as harming other people, as far as how it affects everyone else, like, I'm not doing things so recklessly that I'm, like, disrupting everybody else. You know what I mean? Like, when I say do whatever I want to do, like, a big reason why I'm single. Because I don't want the drama in my life. Like, I don't want the extra heartache, the extra headache. Like, if someone comes along that's sees things similarly to me, and that doesn't mean, like, agrees with my political or whatever. It means, like, wanting to communicate and wanting to talk through things and disagreements and different various things where we can both propel each other forward positively and progress. So my point is, like, when I say do whatever I want, I guess it's, I don't know, I feel like I don't have the same, like, some people have evil inclinations. I'm not saying church does by any means, but, and evil's a simple word, but everybody knows exactly what I mean by that. Like, they have these things they would do would harm others. Things I choose to do that I want. Like, me going to climb a fucking mountain and going to 14,000 feet hurts no one. None. Like, sure, if I die, my dad would be upset, but me and my dad are on the same page with that shit. Like, you know, at least I died living. You know what I mean? But, and not everybody's going to agree with me on that. But I'm one of those live the life to the fullest thing. So, I just don't. The things I desire to do generally don't hurt other people. So, I don't know. Churches probably has different experiences than me, and I don't know, maybe friends with more people or been around more people that have stupid desires. But at the same time, perfect example of how to explain this. I once had a religious discussion with a person, and we're not going to dive into the religious aspects of it, but just simply like belief in religion or not belief in religion. Not God or no God. I do believe in God, but religion or no religion. And that particular person, this was a really deep conversation, and I'm going to oversimplify the living fuck out of it. But it basically said, you know, why wouldn't I off somebody? And he was posing a hypothetical. I don't know how many of you have these kind of conversations, not necessarily about offing people, but like moral what ifs or pondering different ideas and deep discussion. I like those kind of conversations. In my case, I don't require the fear or maybe desire reward from some higher being. I don't have the fear of some higher being to motivate me to do good to my fellow human, to my fellow. We're all in this shit together as far as I'm concerned. And I don't need a motivation from a creator for that. I just don't. Like, granted, I was raised Christian, so like the treat others the way you want to be treated is a lesson from the Bible, Jesus, and all that stuff. Yeah, I got that. But even without belief in that, it's logical to me. Why it isn't logical to everyone blows my freaking mind, man. Like, and before anybody goes, oh, well, you swear a lot. Yeah, well, to be fair, it's not actually hurting anybody. It's hurting your sensitivities. So, does it really hurt people? You know what I mean? Like, offended isn't hurting. You know what I mean? Those are two different things. You've been taught to be offended. To be fair. And anybody who wants to debate me on that, we can go ahead and have a live on that this summer. Fuck it. You know? But, yeah, man. I don't know. I sidetrack a lot on this because he's playing. This is why I love watching Church's videos and stuff. Like, he's playing with ideas that I love playing with. He's talking about topics that I love digging into.
There's nothing you can say to me. You don't know enough words, and you're not in touch with yourself enough to make a comment on me. You're not. So what? I study geometry. I study physics. I study geology. That's what I do. Do you think a stupid person does that? Yes, you do think a stupid person does that, but they don't. What?
Quite honestly, a stupid person probably doesn't care about that stuff. And I'll be honest with you, just hearing some of the stuff Church has talked about to this point, up to this particular video, chronologically, he's I'm not saying he's the arbiter of right or wrong information and shit like that, or any of that kind of stuff, or necessarily a professor to teach me, but the shit he talks about, assuming it's true, like, dude, it's very, very interesting, very intriguing.
But what do people do now? The people are so lost. When someone has cleaned their life up entirely, you're so fucked up that you yell at that person that they're on drugs.
Right.
You don't think something's wrong with you?
Something's wrong with
I got rappers and singers and all these entertainers coming over to my house to check on me, being like, dude, are you okay? Do you know how sad it is to look them in the face? In my head, I'm wondering, what is wrong with you?
Well, I'll give you one example from somebody who hasn't talked to their mother in a very, very long time. People look at you differently when you say, hey, I don't talk to my mom. I've had countless people be like, you should really talk to your mom. You should really talk to your mom. Matter of fact, like, one of my old jobs, like, my boss was a huge mentor to me. And after, I don't know, 2 years, something like that, he got me to talk to her again. On the assumption that, you know, she would be a mother. That I should try harder, and you know, you only have one mom. That's what you always hear. They have to be a mom first, buddy. They have to be a mom first. Birthing me does not make you a mother. And birthing anyone does not make you a mother. You choose to be a parent. And some people just don't fucking choose to be a parent. I.e., his situation. His mother chose money over him. Oversimplifying the living fuck out of that situation, yes, I realize. But that's also because I couldn't possibly know the whole in-depth shit that he went through. But I can relate, nonetheless, from what I have heard. So, that being said, like, that's something I'm bringing up here, bud. Is, I understand. I'm not even going to dig back into the mom story. If you watched it, I went into it when you talked about that topic. But people will come to you like, are you okay? They look at you differently because they can't understand when you become at peace with certain realities. When you accept things. People do not accept things. That is not a normal thing for humans to accept. It's something healthy to do, but it's not a normal thing to do.
They think something's wrong with me. Because I'm chilling in my own temple, minding my own business. That's a fucking disease. I can't even explain electricity to somebody anymore. They don't get it. They don't get it. This light bulb, it's a fucking light bulb. People are telling me that I'm supposed to, oh yeah, we know this one I'm charging light bulbs. What the fuck are you talking?
Oh, I think he did it on Instagram. Yeah, I think he did it on Instagram or something. So this is kind of an after effect thing, but he'll still, I think he still covers it in this video.
Talking about? What are you talking about? When have you heard of somebody being like, man, I gotta go home and charge my light bulbs? That's not a fucking thing, dude. You've been on this thing.
If I remember correctly, I think I've seen some people in the comments, and again, I think that refers to the Instagram, because I was in those comments too. Somebody was talking about like emergency light bulbs or something like that, which I've never fucking heard of, so I'm not saying they don't exist, but I'm more on the side of church on this one. Like, the fuck is a battery-powered emergency light bulb? Like, I get what they're saying, like emergency lighting, like the shit that comes on when the power goes out. But I'm gonna err on the side of some people are just fucking retarded. And you can get mad at me for that word all you want.
Thing so long that you don't even know how a fucking light bulb works. That's a problem. That's a fucking disease. People's like, man, there's a button on the bottom. Does this look like there's a fucking button on the bottom, you dipshit, stupid motherfucker? What do you think this is? Do you see the light coming on? Huh? You still think it's a fucking button? Your fucking brain's broke. This is why the illustration of an idea is a fucking light bulb. To fix your fucking brain. What do you think I'm doing to turn this on? Really? If there ain't no fucking button, and there ain't nowhere to fucking plug it up and charge it, what do you think's going on?
That shit is trippy.
What do you think that is?
I wish I knew how the fuck you was doing it. I really do.
What do you think that is? You are the battery, dude. For real. And just like a battery, it does start to go dead. You gotta charge it back up. Once you do it so many times, it takes longer for the light bulb to come on. Watch.
What the fuck?
You are the battery. And your battery is going dead. For real. What you gonna do if the whole power grid...
I mean, I get the you are the battery, but I still... Yikes. My brain's broken when I watch this shit. Not because I believe you're wrong, church, but just my brain's broken. For real, for real.
grid goes down and your dumbass can't see. Well, you ain't gonna have a light bulb, are you? See how long that took? Because I'm sick of saying shit. So it takes fucking longer to come on when you're sick of saying shit. I'm spending my energy to tell you to save your fucking energy. Where you think the term save your energy came from?
Dude,
Let me
that
prove
shit's
to you
trippy.
that people have a fucking disease, man. This guy thinks I'm Jesus. Because I know how electricity works. And people think we're not in the caveman days. Look at this guy. This fat, toxic, fucking baby teeth, fucking gremlin had he wasted 2 hours of energy. And he thinks that I'm fucking Jesus because of these two symbols. Positive and negative. That's scary, dude. That's actually scary. They don't get it. If my brain was at that level, I would say pull the fucking plug. And look, he still walks around and knows how to use one of these and somehow don't fucking get hit by cars. And I'd still say pull the plug on myself. And listen, it's cool if you don't get it. But when someone is nice enough to try to tell you how it works, don't yell and scream. You're yelling and screaming a bunch of fucking noises.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of shit that y'all don't know.
True.
And here's the misconception. It's not bad stuff. It's good stuff. There is a lot of great, amazing things that you don't know.
True.
You're too busy clicking on
True.
terrifying new artifact. Fucking the world's ending, terrifying new artifact. You don't even know what the fuck effect is. Let alone an artifact. Hell, you don't know what art is. If I gave you a fucking map and said, hey, find somewhere of significance, you couldn't fucking do it. You'd zoom into the fucking nearest tourist section and not look anywhere else. Because your brain is not firing like this. Your brain is not firing like that. But here's the thing. You can't just get on the internet and blatantly tell everyone how this shit works. You can't. You have to do it in riddles. Do you know why? Because I can't see you in person. I can't grab your arm and feel your energy. I don't know who you are through this fucking camera screen. If it was in person, it'd be a different thing.
Yo, and that's the truth, man. Like, how many fucking people sit here and forget that this is a computer screen, bruh? I'm on a computer screen to y'all, too. Like, how do we not get that? Computer? Real life. Computer? Real life. Do we get it now?
But if you blatantly come out and tell everybody everything all at once, just blurt it out there, it could fuck some shit up. You can't do that. You have to show willingness. You have to put effort in. No one wants to put effort into nothing. That's why everybody's fucking sitting at home and letting their grocery store make you food and Domino's and all this stuff. Do you think ignoring Mother Nature and not brushing Mother Nature's hair, do you think that's a good thing? It's not a good thing. It's a bad thing. It's a very, very bad thing. More of a bad thing than you know. I'll say this. What happened last time? We had an ice age, right? Yeah. Okay. Well, they're saying now that global warming is going to happen. Global warming is not real. I will say that. But we did have an ice age once upon a time. Now use electricity and temperature and think about what I just said. Okay? I'm not explaining it for you. I don't need to explain it. It's already plain to see. You just need somebody to make another fucking symbol, a X, to show you. No. You gotta use your brain to look at these two first. Alright? If you wanna get to X, well then, I suggest you don't ask nobody else. I suggest you ask yourself. Why? Now look, you trying to tell me, oh, what are you, crazy? Thinking you know about the pyramids? Do you think you can read a fucking wall of hieroglyphs? You don't know kindergarten math, okay? You don't. The dude whose brain is all fucked up and he's like, I think Ryan thinks he's Jesus. His page is called Martin Speaks. What the fuck are you speaking about, diseased ass? You don't know nothing, because you're a few.
Martin Speaks. That's not a play on Dylan Talks, is it?
Used to have knowledge. For as long as I have to. If it's gotta be the rest of my career, I don't care. I only want to talk to people who want to learn. If you want to yell and scream at people who like to learn stuff.
Life is all about learning, y'all. That's the fucking truth right there. Life is all about learning.
Then we're gonna choose not to hear you anymore. We're gonna choose not to hear you, because you know why? It's better for us to not even look at you or acknowledge you. It makes the world better when we do that. That's ancient math, but we'll get into that later if there's enough people that want to fucking learn. And to all y'all saying you miss the old Upchurch, you are lying to yourself. My whole career has been sound and language. Don't tell me you're too stupid to understand that.
Right.
Surely not. If so, unsubscribe, please. It makes my life better if you're not subscribed to the button. And P.S. The government is not out to get you. They're not. They are trying to figure out what the fuck they're gonna do because they're in a pickle. And what is that pickle? Common sense. Once you start looking at these characters right here, you'll start to understand. What are they supposed to do? The minds that are running the country and trying to make sure everything's okay, how are they supposed to keep their common senses when their senses are being burnt out by everybody who ain't got no fucking sense? They can't. Once you do so many positive and negatives, and the balance ends up being negative, Well, that's when you won't have nobody that knows what this means. Save your brain. To the person who says, they're brainwashing us. Do you get in the shower to make your body dirtier? No, you get in the shower to make it cleaner and more pure. So are they brainwashing you? Or is your fucking brain already stained? You think about that, if you're able to.
Yo, it's this kind of shit right here that is gonna have people saying that church is Illuminati. No joke, and I'm not talking shit on him by any means. But I would not be surprised to hear somebody try to say, see, he is Illuminati. Because it's not the first time that they've tried to say that anyway. Good God. He's got a point, though. People need to work a little bit more on their critical thinking skills. Like, for real, for real. People need to work on their fucking critical thinking skills, man. Y'all like this reaction, go ahead and smash that like button down below. Thank you guys for commenting, sharing, and subscribing. As always, be sure to check out Upchurch's page. It's down in the description below. I really do appreciate y'all being here. And we'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.